50 years is a long time. Time enough for this country to fight through a few world conflicts, put a man on the moon, and witness a whirlwind of social change.
Every Sunday is a happening. It's like going to a concert.
Here's one man that has kept pace with the changing world, but he himself hasn't changed much at all. For the last half century, he kept his passion in check with his routine in line.
This is Sunday and it's football, and here we go.
Walter T. Russell, a retired stonemason by trade and a Philadelphia Eagle fan for life. Russell's hands helped build Veterans Stadium and has built another foundation that has become a family tradition, Sunday afternoons during the fall. It all started here one afternoon with Dad.
Went to a preseason game with the Eagles when Van Brocklin was there, beginning of the '60 season. It was against Johnny Unitas. That's how great it was.
Since 1960, when tickets were just $36 for an entire 12-game season, he's been there.
When you stood up at Franklin Field, if you made the mistake of over-cheering and you were the last one to sit down, you were standing till the next cheer because there wasn't enough room in the seats. The numbers were so close together on the bench that it didn't hold all the fannies, so it was great.
Faithful for nearly 40 years. And then came 1999.
In 1999, I walked the Appalachian Trail when I was 60 years old. And I missed 2 preseason games and the opening game of the season. And they were the first games I had missed at home for the Eagles since I started in 1960.
He suffered through those bad years.
I think we had 14 consecutive losing seasons.
And happily rode the good ones.
If you live in a town that has a sport and you don't support them, something's wrong.
And played a part in one of the darkest days of our country's history.
I actually went to the game that the Eagles played the Washington Redskins when the president was assassinated. And
Russell has stayed with the Eagles as they played on, never losing his love for the game that today defines America.
I think the country as a whole looks forward to that. Looks forward to that 3 or 4 hours of competition, and then spends the 5 days during the week rehashing that work with the lunch pail at the water cooler, wherever. I mean, no matter where you go, you hear that conversation taking place, and that's what makes that game everlasting and so great.
We checked with the Eagles front office to verify if Walt might be one of the longest tenured season ticket members. Unfortunately, the organization's records only date back to 1980. However, the Eagles believe there's a really good chance that Walt's season ticket streak could be one of the best. These days, Russell's the fixture at the family tailgate.
I'm only 74 and my mom's still around and she's 95, so that's a lot of football games yet.
It's about commitment, and my dad has that. And I'd like to think that us as his children have it, and my children have it, and his great-grandchildren will have it. And they get it by watching him.
And then it's time to make his way to his special place.
Section 201, Row 2, Seat 10. Other than my family, it's probably the thing over the years that I've looked forward to and enjoyed the most.
Through all the years, all those games, Walt Russell realizes and respects that he's had a seat to history.
The best.
These eyes have seen the glory, shed some tears, all the while sitting, waiting, and dreaming with his team those Sundays in the fall.
In some ways, it is like religion, where this is where you get your peace of mind, and might not be right, but it's the way it is with Pop, and that's the way it's always been.